Welcome back to Energy Bites, where I talk about all things energy for a happier and healthier life. Have you ever started something with excitement, only to abandon it when the results didn't come fast enough? Maybe you jumped to the next thing, hoping that this time it would work. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the hard truth. Real transformation doesn't come from bouncing around. It comes from staying the course. Let's talk about why commitment is the secret ingredient to success and how you can make it work for you. I'll even give you some common examples, which you'll probably be able to relate to. So stick around and let's get started. Before we even talk about staying the course, let's address a major reason why people quit. They never fully commit in the first place. If you don't know what you truly want, how can you stick with something long enough to see results? So before diving into anything, take a step back and ask yourself, what is my actual goal? What do I truly want to achieve? Is this path aligned with my long-term vision? And have I researched enough to know that this method is worth my time? When you skip this step, you end up chasing quick fixes instead of real solutions. It's like planting seeds in shallow soil and wondering why nothing grows. I'll give you an example. Let's say you want to build muscle or lose weight. If you don't define your goal, whether it's gaining strength, toning up, or shedding pounds, you might keep hopping from workout to workout, never sticking with one long enough to see results. It's important to take time to research different methods and approaches before committing. Once you find something that aligns with your goals and lifestyle, commit to it fully and give it time to work. Too many people quit before they even allow the process to take effect. We live in a world that promises quick results. Lose 10 pounds in a week, manifest your dream life overnight, and even instant healing with just one session. Sounds great, right? But let's be real, anything truly valuable takes time. The problem is, when we don't see immediate results, doubt creeps in. We start questioning, is this even working? That's when people quit, but success doesn't come from sporadic effort. It comes from consistent action over time. Think of a muscle. If you only work out once in a while, you won't see change. But if you show up consistently, results are inevitable. The same goes for healing, personal growth, and any goal you set. For example, many people try different healing modalities for stress relief. Meditation one week, breathwork the next, sound healing another time, without sticking to one long enough to experience deep transformation. But the truth is, true energetic healing happens when you give it time to integrate. Our world glorifies quick wins, but true success comes from showing up day after day, even when it's inconvenient, even when it's hard, and even when you don't feel like it. It's about trusting the process and having faith that the work you put in today will pay off in the future. Every time you start something and quit, you're actually training your energy to expect failure. You're reinforcing the pattern of giving up when things get hard. This is why ancestral patterns of quitting can run deep. But when you commit, when you tell yourself, I'm in this for the long haul, your energy shifts. You start working with the process instead of fighting against it. Challenges become stepping stones instead of stop signs. The energetic side of commitment is just as important as the practical side. When you stay the course, you're sending a signal to the universe that you're serious about your goals. You align your frequency with the reality you want to create. If you're constantly quitting, shifting, or second-guessing, your energy is scattered. It's like trying to tune into a radio station while constantly switching channels. You'll never get a clear signal. But when you commit and stay consistent, you build momentum. The universe responds to that focused intention by aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities in your favor. A huge reason why people struggle to stay committed is because they focus too much on what's not working instead of where they're headed. When you constantly look at what you lack, what hasn't happened yet, or how far you still have to go, you drain your energy and motivation. Instead, shift your focus to the end result. Picture the version of yourself who has already achieved the goal. How do they feel? How do they act? What daily habits got them there? The more you focus on the success you're working toward, the easier it becomes to keep moving forward. Make sure you also celebrate small wins. Every little step forward is proof that you're on the right track. Don't dismiss progress just because it's not a giant leap. Shift your mindset from "I'm failing" to "I'm learning." Challenges are part of the journey, not signs that you should quit. Use visualization. See yourself already having what you desire. This aligns your energy with the outcome instead of the obstacles. I'll give you an example, and I know this one very well. If you're on a diet and focusing on the foods you can't eat, you'll feel deprived and frustrated. But if you focus on how good you'll feel in your healthier body, how much more energy you'll have, and the long-term benefits, staying the course becomes easier. What you focus on expands. If you focus on your progress and the future you're building, you'll create more of it. If you focus on what's missing, you're going to feel stuck. So choose wisely, as this will make all the difference in whether you stay the course. There's a saying that goes, "Nothing is truly free." Now that doesn't mean that everything comes with a price tag, but it does touch on a powerful principle in the universe: balance and exchange. When it comes to commitment, paying for something can be a powerful tool in helping you stick to your goal. And here's why. Paying creates a sense of ownership and responsibility. When you invest your hard-earned money, you're not just buying a service or a product, you're investing in your commitment. Think about it. If you signed up for an expensive gym membership, you're more likely to show up because you've already committed financially. That investment has a psychological effect. It puts you in a position where you're responsible for your own success. It's the same for courses, coaching, or any program where you're paying for guidance. The exchange of money creates an energetic anchor that keeps you engaged. Think of someone who signs up for a yoga retreat, a wellness program, or a fitness challenge. When the money is on the line, there's an energetic commitment to follow through because you've paid for it, and now you're more likely to take action. Your energy shifts from simply wanting to achieve something to knowing you've invested in it. This commitment then propels you to follow through, even when motivation wavers. The universe operates on the principle of balance, and everything in life flows in the cycle of give and take. Paying for something isn't just about the tangible exchange of money for goods and services. It's an energetic transaction. You're signaling that you're ready to receive value, but only in exchange for something. You put in the effort, and in return, you receive the tools, guidance, or products needed to meet your goal. When you pay for something, you're signaling to the universe that you're ready to show up, you're ready to put in the work, and you're serious about creating change. This creates a reciprocal energy. You give money, and in return, you open up space to receive more of what you want. Money is energy. It's a medium of exchange that holds value and transfers that value to whatever you direct it toward. When you pay for something, you're energetically anchoring your commitment to the universe. This energetic exchange creates a flow of abundance and accountability, motivating you to show up and make the most out of your investment. When you invest in yourself, whether it's through paying for a gym membership, a course, or coaching, you're also purchasing accountability. You're buying the assurance that you'll take action, and you're giving yourself the resources necessary to succeed. Let's say you hire a coach for your personal development. That coach is there to support you, but the fact that you've paid for their expertise adds an extra layer of accountability. You're not going to show up unprepared or skip sessions. You've paid for this experience, and now you're going to make the most of it. The energetic commitment of money is a force that reinforces your discipline and determination. So is paying for something absolutely necessary? No, it's not, but it does shift your energy in a way that strengthens your commitment. It's about aligning your intentions and actions with your goals. When you put your money where your mouth is, you're more likely to stay committed because you've made an energetic promise to yourself. If you find yourself wavering in your commitment, consider whether you need to make an investment in the goal you're pursuing. Paying for a tool, program, or resource is a great way to solidify your commitment, create accountability, and align your energy with the flow of success. Your environment is a powerful force. It affects your mindset, your focus, and your energy levels. If you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, or people who don't support your growth, you'll be constantly battling an uphill struggle to stay committed. It's like trying to run a race with weights tied to your legs. Your environment, both physical and energetic, can either support or sabotage your goals. Imagine trying to build muscle when everyone around you is just sitting around or even discouraging your efforts. Or what if you're working on your mental health when those around you are constantly stressing you out or undermining your progress? It's exhausting, and it's hard to stay committed when the energy around you is pulling you in the opposite direction. Be around people who embody the energy you want to cultivate. So if you want to be fit, spend time with people who prioritize their health and well-being. If you want to be more peaceful and centered, surround yourself with people who are calm, grounded, and who value mindfulness. When you surround yourself with people who are aligned with your goals, their energy will lift you and keep you motivated. Limit time with those who drain you, who gossip, complain, or constantly talk about what's wrong instead of looking for solutions. People who don't believe in growth or are quick to give up can pull you down with them. When you protect your energy, you make space for positivity, growth, and the clarity you need to stay committed. Immerse yourself in inspiring content. The media and content you consume can be just as powerful as the people you interact with. If you want to grow your knowledge or maintain motivation, make sure you're feeding your mind with inspiring books, podcasts, and videos that align with your goals. The right content will remind you why you started in the first place and inspire you to keep going. This can include anything from self-help literature to fitness blogs, from healing podcasts to motivational speakers. Create a physical space that supports your commitment. Just as important as the people you spend time with is your environment, your workspace, your home, and even your workout space. A cluttered environment can feel chaotic and overwhelming, making it hard to focus and stick to your plans. On the other hand, a clean, organized, and peaceful environment can help you feel centered and clear-minded, making it easier to stay committed to your goals. Energy is contagious. When you spend time with people who are committed, focused, and thriving, this energy rubs off on you. You start to embody their drive, positivity, and momentum. Likewise, if you're around people who constantly make excuses, doubt themselves, or quit easily, that energy can seep into your own mindset. You may start to question your own resolve or lose sight of why you started. Choose your surroundings wisely. Invest your time and energy into people, spaces, and content that push you forward. Surround yourself with those who will hold you accountable, cheer you on, and keep your energy aligned with your goals. Remember, who and what you choose to keep in your circle can make or break your commitment to your journey. In the end, staying the course isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about having the courage to make a decision, commit to it, and then honor that commitment, no matter how challenging it may seem. Whether you're aiming to build muscle, heal, or transform any area of your life, remember, consistency and belief are your best tools. So surround yourself with the right people, protect your energy, and never underestimate the power of persistence. You have the ability to create the life you desire, and sometimes the best thing you can do is just show up, again and again. So what's the one goal you've been putting off? What's one thing you can do today to recommit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're working on and how you're going to stay the course. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more inspiring content. So take care, keep pushing forward, stay focused, and always stay inspired.